Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I have a question for you. Are you a pessimist or an optimist? Do you tend to see the glass half empty or half full? Do you expect the worst or the best from life? You might think you know the answer, but sometimes we are not aware of how our thoughts and beliefs affect our mood and behavior. And even if you think you are a pessimist, don't worry. Pessimism is not a fixed trait that you are born with. It is a learned habit that you can change. In fact, optimism can also be learned. And that's what I'm going to show you in this video. I'm going to summarize the book Learned Optimism by Martin Seligman, the founder of positive psychology. This book will teach you how to become more optimistic and resilient in the face of challenges and setbacks. So stay tuned and let's get started. Martin Seligman is an American psychologist, educator, and author of self-help books. He is widely regarded as the father of positive psychology, a branch of psychology that focuses on the scientific study of human flourishing and well-being. He is also known for his research on learned helplessness, a phenomenon where people become passive and depressed after experiencing uncontrollable negative events. Seligman has written over 20 books and 300 articles on topics such as optimism, happiness, resilience, character strengths, and positive education. Some of his best-selling books include Learned Optimism, Authentic Happiness, Flourish, and The Hope Circuit. His book Learned Optimism, How to Change Your Mind in Your Life has sold over 1 million copies worldwide and has been translated into more than 20 languages. It is considered a classic in the field of positive psychology and self-improvement. So what is learned optimism? Learned optimism is a concept that says we can change our attitude and behaviors by recognizing and challenging our negative self-talk, among other things. It's the opposite of learned helplessness, a phenomenon where we believe we are powerless to change our circumstances after repeatedly experiencing failure or trauma. Why is optimism important? Optimism has many benefits for our health, well-being, and success. Some of the advantages of optimism that researchers have discovered include better health outcomes. Optimists have lower risks of cardiovascular disease, cancer, pain, and mortality. Better mental health. Optimists report higher levels of happiness, satisfaction, and resilience than pessimists. Higher motivation. Optimists are more likely to pursue their goals and overcome obstacles than pessimists. Longer lifespan. Optimists tend to live longer than pessimists. Lower stress levels. Optimists cope better with stress and bounce back faster from adversity than pessimists. Seligman cites many studies and experiments that support these claims in his book. For example, he describes how optimists who underwent coronary bypass surgery recovered faster and had fewer complications than pessimists. He also explains how optimists who were diagnosed with AIDS lived longer and had better immune function than pessimists. How can we learn optimism? Seligman argues that optimism and pessimism are largely determined by our explanatory style, or how we explain the causes of events in our lives. He identifies 3 dimensions of explanatory style. Permanence. How long we think the effects of an event will last. Optimists tend to see bad events as temporary and good events as lasting, while pessimists tend to see bad events as permanent and good events as fleeting. Pervasiveness. How widespread we think the effects of an event are. Optimists tend to see bad events as specific and isolated, while pessimists tend to see bad events as general and pervasive. Personalization. How much we blame ourselves or others for an event. Optimists tend to see bad events as caused by external factors or bad luck, while pessimists tend to see bad events as caused by their own flaws or mistakes. To learn optimism, we need to challenge our negative thoughts and replace them with more positive ones. Seligman proposes a technique called the ABCDE model. A stands for adversity, the situation or event that triggers our negative thoughts. B stands for belief, the thoughts or beliefs that we have about the situation or event. C stands for consequence, the emotions or behaviors that result from our thoughts or beliefs. D stands for disputation, the process of challenging our negative thoughts or beliefs with evidence, alternatives, implications, or usefulness. E stands for energization, the positive feelings or actions that result from disputing our negative thoughts or beliefs. For example, suppose you failed an exam. Here's how you can apply the ABCDE model. You failed an exam. You think, I'm stupid and I'll never pass this course. You feel depressed and hopeless. You stop studying and give up on your goals. You dispute your negative thought by saying, this is not true. I'm not stupid. I've passed other exams before. This was just one exam. I can learn from my mistakes and do better next time. You feel more optimistic and motivated. You review your exam results and identify your strengths and weaknesses. You make a plan to improve your study skills and prepare for the next exam. By using this technique regularly, you can train your mind to become more optimistic and resilient. Seligman provides many examples of how people have used this technique to overcome various adversities in their lives. For instance, he tells the story of a woman who was sexually assaulted by a stranger in her apartment. She initially felt terrified, violated, and helpless. She blamed herself for being careless and trusting. She developed symptoms of post-traumatic stress disorder, such as nightmares, flashbacks, anxiety, and depression. However, she decided to seek therapy and learn how to use the ABCDE model to dispute her negative beliefs. She realized that she was not responsible for what happened to her. She recognized that she was not weak or damaged. She acknowledged that she had survived a terrible ordeal and that she could heal and move on. She regained her sense of control and confidence. She resumed her normal activities and relationships. She became more optimistic about her future. In conclusion, learned optimism is a powerful concept that can help you change your mind and your life. By recognizing and challenging your negative self-talk, you can develop a more positive outlook on yourself, your future, and your world. You can also enjoy the many benefits of optimism, such as better health, well-being, and success. If you want to learn more about learned optimism, I highly recommend reading the book by Martin Seligman. It's full of fascinating research, stories, and exercises that will help you become more optimistic. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more psychology book summaries. And don't forget to leave a comment below and let me know what you think about learned optimism. See you next time.